Welcome to the conclusion of the Cascade Loop edition of the EVagabond video blog. Perhaps the most important thing to keep in mind on the Cascade Loop is that from Pateros to the pass between Mazama and New Halem, you're basically going uphill, like all the time, especially once you leave Mazama. It's a pretty steep climb, and it's pretty steep pretty soon. And you're going to go uphill quite a ways until you get to, I think it's Rainy Pass first, and then Washington Pass. There's more than one pass, and there's still plenty of snow up here, because they just finished clearing all the snow off the highway. It's still early in the Cascade Loop season. See a lot of dirty snow packed alongside the road, but the road itself is totally clear and pretty dry, mostly dry.
Loop-de-loop. Loopity-loop. Shall we loop it again? Ooh, slow vehicle turnout.
Great stopping place on the way back down is at Diablo Lake. There's beds of moss and this incredible view. So you can see I arrived in New Halem with a 42% charge and a 43-mile range. Not too bad. That was a lot of downhill, which means when I leave here I will not be able to trust my range. Here's the charger. It's a little tricky if you haven't been here before. I suggest, you drive in past the Skagit store and then you turn left and head for the water tower. Right before you get to the water tower, you should see the blue EV sign on an orange post. Pretty easy to see. I had a little panic here because the charger didn't work when I plugged it in, and I saw the lock on the breaker box because there were no lights working, there was no problem, fault. Hitting the start stop didn't do anything, so it's like, well, someone's got to throw the breaker and they're going to need a key. But it turned out they didn't need a key because it was just this arm here was in the off position, and it takes no special expertise to push it up to the on position. So here's the obvious blue sign to look for next to this warehouse. It's a great pull-through spot if you're driving a trailer, if you're towing, that is. You don't have to turn your trailer around. That's a nice bonus. It's a lovely spot, mountainous, park, Skagit River, hydroelectric projects. There's a pedestrian bridge up there, trail in the woods. You can see the damage here from the forest fire a few years back. It's kind of dramatic. There's the water tower. So you're looking for that building, looking for that water tower, looking for that blue sign. You're pulling your trailer right on through. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I've run out of tape. I've run out of tape on my video camera, but I still have room on my tablet, my replacement tablet that has both a handle and a strap, in addition to having a supposedly somewhat drop-proof case on it. So let's hope for the longevity of my tablet this time. Nice surprise, beautiful sunny day, 62 degrees. I have endured more than one torrential downpour here in New Halem, so didn't really know what to expect, having been over on the other side for a couple of days, and as you know, it was pouring rain when I left. Next official stop is the Cedral Woolley stop at Lower 48, where I began this journey to tell you all about the Cascade Loop and to show you how easy it is. I hope that you come away from this thinking, hey, I could do that. I could drive my electric car, my friend's electric car, rented electric car. It doesn't have to be anything special. It could be a 2015 Leaf or something. You could totally do it. And you know, that 60-mile drive over the pass, it's no big deal. I mean, I did go into the speed limit some of the time because I was enjoying the scenery. There's a charger between here and Cedar-Woolley at Silo Park, which is lovely enough, but it's a slow-ish charger, you know, like a 1.5, level 1.5 charger, and you know, I appreciate that it's there. I decided to stop in Concrete at Silo Park after all. It's easy to find the chargers. They're right near these big concrete silos, appropriately. You can see it might be a nice place to overnight. You can stay for up to 72 hours. And though the chargers are slow, they're 16 amps. You know, if you're here overnight, you leave with a full charge. Here's a word to the wise. Violators are subject to a $124 fine. That's on the low end, I think. Anyway, some places do fine people for parking, you know, for icing the EV spot. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Here we are at the end of the loop. That's the sun descending in Cedar-Woolley. Me and Elise and Ska, Travel Goat, are back here at the downtown 48, charging on the charger. Still snow up high. Comcast is here at the charger. And a couple things I learned. Time it differently so I'm not in Everett or Mukilteo during rush hour. So I left the farm about 9:15 in the morning. So it might be better to leave it like 7:15 in the morning or 11:15 in the morning. Pretty much any time except when I did, because Everett and Mukilteo are probably like the worst places to be on the whole trip during rush hour. So I'd like to avoid that. I would have been more comfortable with one more blanket. And well, that's about it. It'll be interesting to see, you know, once I review the footage and see how my camera test worked out. I've been here for about an hour. It's 7:45 p.m. I have a 40-something% charge. Ready to go home. Don't like getting home really, really late because things that have to be unpacked regardless. Anyway, Cascade Loop. Generally speaking, 2 thumbs up. Generally speaking, I enjoyed this trip. I've never done the exact loop before, so I'm glad that I did. Not really a bucket list person, but you know, it's a cool thing to do in an electric vehicle. And I would maybe take it slower if I were doing it again. Hang out longer and twist. And the Zama, preferably without a bunch of noise or fumes or something. You know, mostly it's not like that, so it shouldn't be that hard to find a time to hang out in these places. No longer. Maybe stop more, go more off the loop, like stop in Lacana or something. I don't know. I've been to these places before, but if you haven't, you might want to stop more than I did. You know, the towns along the way. Anyway, thank you for watching this video blog. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you'll join me again on my next trip of mystery. The EVagabond video blog is sponsored by the Dao Fawu Monastery, located between Nugent's Corner and Nooksack, Washington.